Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Dylan here. We have a breaking news update about House Speaker Mike Johnson, whether he will actually remain the House Speaker and why his job is actually up in jeopardy. Is he failing to, work with the Republicans, work with the MAGA to help our country? Or is he bowing down to the Democrats to the left and making backdoor deals with Hakeem Jeffries? So we're going to tune into Mike Johnson. Before we do, make sure you are subscribed to this channel for more breaking news updates, because a lot of you guys watching are not subscribed. It actually hurts our show. So click the subscribe button, click the like button, and now let's jump into the video. Is Mike Johnson's job going to be gone? Is he actually going to get fired and ousted like Kevin McCarthy did?
Speakership up in the air as the new year looms, and the battle could lead to a delay in certifying Donald Trump's election win. As of now, Johnson can only afford to lose one GOP vote when the new Congress starts next Friday.
I mean, is this guy gonna fuck it all up? Like, is Donald Trump actually not even gonna be able to get certified? That's crazy.
Joining us now with some Capitol Hill insight is GOP Congressman from my home district, by the way, back in Texas. Pat Fallon joins us now. Congressman, great to see you this morning. What do you think here is going to happen the next week or so with Speaker Johnson?
I think Mike will remain Speaker, Will, and I'll tell you why. We had an election, or at least a nomination, in the Republican conference in November, and there were no other candidates. The entire conference voted with, not with most votes, with all the votes for Mike Johnson. So I do believe that we're people of our word, and we will follow through. I mean, Mike's got a great relationship with President Trump. They went to a UFC fight together. Can you imagine Paul Boehner or Paul Ryan doing that? And Mike's got a very tough job with such a narrow margin. So I do think that we might have to go through, but a little bit, iron out the wrinkles, if you will. But I do eventually think that we will get there. We don't want to delay the certification because I don't want to see Joe Biden be president constitutionally any longer than necessary.
I did personally, to your point, I did see him at a UFC fight with Donald Trump. I actually saw him myself as well at Army Navy with Donald Trump, and I also saw him.
Just because you go to UFC fights doesn't mean, it's gonna be our country over friendship. Cool, have camaraderie, we're all celebrating Trump won. That was right after Trump won. That's good and all to go to a UFC fight, but that doesn't mean you're good, you're safe, we got a country to run, all right? I love Dana White, but UFC's not everything.
At the New York City Madison Square Garden rally with Donald Trump, that relationship has been strong, it appears. There has been a little bit of concern recently with the CR. Here's the question for you. You said there weren't any candidates in the past to challenge him. Do you expect any in the future? We haven't had much luck here today coming up with names of anybody that would challenge Johnson. Do you know of anybody that would challenge Johnson?
No, and that's just it. I mean, we're a week away, and there's been no names whatsoever, and it's very difficult to get to 218 when you only have 219 Republicans. So now what may happen is you might see some people, make a little noise and then maybe white light it, which is voting present, which we can then, that lowers the threshold slightly, and that could happen. But I do think come January 3rd, at some point in that day, hopefully right away, Michael will be elected Speaker.
I mean, maybe Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm not sure. There are other representatives, though, who are actually, legit. Jim Jordan, I think, would be a really good pick. There are other names out there for sure. So let me know your thoughts down below. Take care. God bless, and Merry Christmas.